I know, we're going live now. Don't have to tell me when we're going live. We are... Oh, hey guys. Again, this is the Rizz, and this is the midweek war. I can't do it as good as Mad Mike, and he's somewhere. Uh, Man, I can't really do it. Something has to tell me how to do this. Please, anybody.
The Midweek War! Hi, Rizz. Hi, Rizz.
I
I'm
hear
back!
voices. I hear voices now.
I'm back now!
I
I've come
hear
to release this
voices.
info. Do they counsel you? Do they understand?
I hear weird voices in my head, and they try to do impressions of Vince McMahon. It scares me. That voice you heard was actually not a delusion in my head. It is Mad Mike returning once again.
Woo! And guess what, Rizz? I'm feeling a hell of a lot better than I was on Monday and Tuesday. Bam! Bam!
You do sound like you're on some serious medication.
Bam! Cassius! Cassius! Lots of Cassius! Cassius!
That's the wrong guy. He's gonna be
I know.
angry.
No, he's not. They're not his pills.
That is true. There's cats. But if you're new to this, what we do is we sit here every Thursday night around about 10 o'clock or so and discuss the mid-week affairs of both TNA and NXT.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer we're gonna be able to use that intro.
The next at least 2 months. So Mad Mike, I will start with you because, well, I was smart enough not to watch the episode.
So wait, I have a question. I didn't listen to last week's show because you haven't watched Impact for a while. Did you actually watch it?
I watched Impact last week.
Okay, all right. Because I was gonna say.
Because I have a job to do.
Okay, journalism. Yeah.
Journalistic integrity.
Exactly. Okay, I wanted to make sure.
Mr. Mad Mike.
Because I mean, if you spent all of last week's show guessing what happened on Impact, then I'd have to
probably. I would probably have gotten it right, or at least better than it was.
Yeah.
If I was guessing. So, Mad Mike.
Yes.
What is your one word for TNA?
Donuts.
Oh, God.
Donuts. I've got donuts. I've got donuts.
And you want to know why he's saying donuts a lot? Everybody? I will pull this up on the screen.
Oh, good. Share. Oh, good. You're gonna do the screen grab thing because, all right, this picture that Rizz is about to show you while he's setting it up. This picture is my new spirit animal. It really, really is. That's right.
Everybody, there he is. In all his glory.
I want to paint you.
Are those softy donuts?
I need to paint you.
Oh, it's just so.
Look at that. Look at that.
Man,
that's the biggest smile anyone's had on TNA in a long time.
Okay, I'm gonna come back to me here.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you be smiling that way? If you had a box full of donuts and you're just covered in what I assume is crack cocaine?
Yes. All right. So let me get to my one thing because that kind of blew it. But my one thing that was amazing on TNA, my one good thing, everything involving EC3, his entire 2-segment long arc.
I'm pretty sure we have said this a million times before, but go ahead. Why is it the best thing?
Well, basically, EC3. EC3, he already teased earlier in the night, and I'm Bound for Glory, that he was going to have a new bodyguard, and that he scoured the cosmos to find this bodyguard. Now, yeah, um, I responded that an EC3 Neil deGrasse Tyson Cosmos episode is something I need in my life now. He told me personally on Twitter that I was probably the only one who understood the joke, but Rizz understands the joke as well because we are all very educated men.
Because we're all badasses over here.
Yeah, pretty much. But so Ethan shows up in the ring, no fancy intro needed, with his new associate, Brodus Clay.
Nope. Say it. Say it right.
Well, no. Because I'm doing this as it was presented on TV. You look, and it's obviously Brodus Clay.
Yeah, it is Brodus Clay.
There's no hiding that smile. There's no hiding that bald head and that smile. And the reason that the Cosmos line is so funny is because he is obviously a dancing Funkasaurus from a different planet.
Planet Funk.
Planet Funk, yes. So Neil deGrasse Tyson knows where Planet Funk is. Spread that to your friends. But so EC3 introduces him as Tyrus, and he says Tyrus about 13,000 times, so you get it. His name is Tyrus. His name is Tyrus. His name is Tyrus. His name is Robert Paulson. His name is Tyrus. But yeah, so then EC3 talks about how he's defeated the entire TNA Hall of Fame, which is mostly true. And I say mostly because Devon came out, and Devon said, "Oh, testify, my brother, you ain't beat me." And just as we were about to get in probably what would have been an awful EC3 Devon match, suddenly a wild Bram attacks and beats the crap out of Devon for reasons. And I say, I know I normally say reasons, but Bram, when asked later, does not actually give a reason. But he has one. So it is strictly for reasons. But then we come back from a commercial. Hold on a sec. Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
Sorry about that. But where was I? Oh, when we come back from break, EC3 is still in the ring because he did not feel like leaving, which I think is something that he should do more often. Just when he's in the ring, just not leave after his segment appears to be over.
Honestly, 2 hours of EC3 I would watch.
Yes. So he decided that Tyrus was going to have a match. And this is where the picture Rizz brought up appeared. Because Shark Boy was in the back eating donuts. And when I say Shark Boy, I mean Shark Boy in a singlet that appears to be 2 sizes too tight for him. Because a gut was very much spilling over. And when I say eating donuts, I mean taking powdered donuts and pressing them up against the face in his mask.
Again,
keep in mind, if you're watching this, his mask does not have a mouth hole.
Does not.
No, so he's just literally spraying powdered donut and powdered sugar everywhere, and there's crumbs in his crotch. And he is saying, "Oh, I can get up anytime I want to," which I think is a veiled shot at Stone Cold Steve Austin. And if it is, that would be amazing, because, you know, Austin rumored to come back every year for WrestleMania and never does. But, and then Shark Boy came out and just got his ass kicked. And then Tyrus, to put the cherry on the cake of this whole segment, did push-ups while he was pinning Shark Boy.
Oh.
So it was the best thing. It was the best thing.
And now we come to the part where you have to pick.
Uh-oh.
What is the worst thing of this week's episode of TNA? Or Impact Wrestling, or whatever.
Oh, the worst thing. Oh, I'm gonna have to go with the Wolves promo. They did a promo that was. First of all, they do a split screen promo where they like cut each other's faces in half, like the old Superstars show did, like where you'd have
No.
where you'd have like half of the Undertaker's face and half of Matt Hardy's face or whatever. But you see, the thing about that is when you do that, you should really take guys who look very dissimilar, because otherwise, if you take Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards, who look like the same bland white male wrestler in their mid-30s, if you do the cut in half thing, you can't tell you're actually doing that effect. It looked really, really not good at all. And then the promo was talking about how they won, how they proved they were the best tag team in the world without actually winning a tag team match. They won, three-way matches basically, where they never actually tagged anyone. But yeah, so apparently next week there's going to be an 8-team tournament. Now, Rizz, we had this discussion. Can you name 8 teams in TNA that are not the Wolves?
All right. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Bram and Magnus.
Okay. The Dudleys do not count.
Dudleys do not count, okay.
And don't count the Hardys either.
Don't count the Hardys?
I would assume to not count the Hardys.
Manic and what's his face? Sonata.
Okay.
That's 2. Oh, you're putting me on the spot here. Bromans.
Right.
Bromans. Menagerie.
Yes. All right. So we have 4. We have 4 teams.
There.
Now, honestly, if this was a 4-team tournament with those 4 teams that you mentioned, I'd be completely cool with it. Because Bram and Magnus have been long-time established tag team. Menagerie, long-time established tag team. Romance, long-time established. Sonata and Manic, non-established tag team, but a faction. So I'll take it.
Yeah.
Now we get into, oh, right.
Oh. They're probably going to put EY and Bobby Roode together for some reason. Because I like just throwing those 2 together.
Well, see, you'd say that, but Bobby Roode just won the number 1 contender match.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I had more. You saw that I had more when we were discussing this.
Well, MVP and Kenny King.
MVP and Kenny King.
I think we can agree on that one. That one I'm also okay with because they've been established as a faction for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Let me see.
The other ones that I think you mentioned,
Wait a minute, let me look this up here.
Ken Anderson and
and
Gimpy.
Oh no!
I'm sorry, he hasn't really done anything to prove the otherwise.
Fucking Gunner and
Sam Shaw. Okay, that's still 7.
That's 7. And I say that they're gonna add like one of those weird teams that they tag, but then maybe even throw Shark Boy and
Abyss. Shark Boy and Abyss for the hell of it.
Shark Boy and Spud, or somebody in.
All right. Okay. Now hold on.
Mm-hmm.
If Shark Boy and Spud is in this tournament, I want them to win everything in the world.
Oh, I do too.
The only other thing I could see EC3 and Tyrus. I could see that.
Wait a minute. Dewey and Norv.
Now you're just dreaming, Rizz.
I wanted that to happen.
We're never gonna see Dewey and Norv again.
It's almost November.
It's almost November.
I miss him so much.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyways. So we kind of went off track there.
No. That's totally applicable to the worst, because
After
as
that,
soon as they said it, I had to really strain myself to think of 8 TNA
yeah.
tag teams.
Um.
And plus,
So
I don't want to see another number one contender tournament. I feel
yeah.
like since June, there hasn't been an Impact without some form of number one contenders match.
Yeah, I can see that.
Be it
I
for
know.
the X
Yeah.
Division title, or the Knockouts title, or the World title, or the tag titles. There has not been one Impact without some sort of. We even had one Impact dedicated to crowning a number one contender. The whole Gold Rush
Hmm.
thing.
Oh god. And it's sad because we know that most of the teams that we mentioned probably are not going to win.
Well, the sad part is, because of how TNA is being run, I know exactly what's
Yeah,
happening. And
yeah. I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they didn't do what we think they're going to do, and we
yeah.
saw they're going to do. But
hmm
I have a bad feeling about that. So
Yeah, it's another reason I'm giving it a worse, because I took my TARDIS. See, it's right
mm,
here, TARDIS. I saw the future, and not even the Doctor can save TNA. I don't think at this point. But yeah. So the one thing
what?
I'd
Yeah,
change.
what is one thing that Mad Mike, owner of Total Nonstop Action / Impact Wrestling, would change about this week's Impact?
The world title scene, just in general. Just change it in general. Um, you
Is that
see,
because of the future, or is that just because of the present?
yes. Um, honestly, the Fatal 4-Way match, which was a fine match. It was a good back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, because there's four guys. But the Kurt Angle's decision making is just very poor. It's extremely, extremely poor, because in trying to figure out who should be number one contender for Bobby Lashley, he literally picked out everyone Bobby Lashley has already beaten in championship matches.
Hmm.
Um, I, I I don't understand the logic behind it, which, I mean, is a running theme in TNA. But it's just, I don't care. Like, he asked Bobby Lashley why Lashley didn't accept Rude's challenge for a rematch, and Lashley was the most logical person in the ring. He said, Bobby Roode had his chance and I beat him.
Hmm.
Totally logical point. It's not even like Lashley cheated to win. He didn't. He won fair and square, clean and even Stevens. In fact, hold on, excuse me a second. I'm gonna call. Lashley is the best booked heel TNA has had in years, because he's a heel that actually wins matches by winning matches. Like, I don't. Has Lashley had a tainted win in his title reign? I don't think he has.
I want to say he did in the beginning with MVP and all that stuff because I remember them strictly saying that he hasn't beaten anybody fairly, even though
But he has.
he
That's
had.
that's
Yeah.
that's what the announcers say. That's what the announcers say. But what actually happened is he has. There hasn't been like any interference. There's been like
Hmm.
no taser guns or ref bumps or anything like that. It's just been Lashley dominating.
Yeah.
And to
Um,
put to put all four of the guys who lost to Lashley already in the match doesn't make sense.
TNA. Anyways,
So yeah.
uh, let's go to funner things. I'll start this one since I didn't, you know, talk for anything. Then contribute to the TNA discussion. My one word for NXT. Carmella.
Damn it. All right.
Mad Mike.
Let's see. My one word for NXT, I think, would have to be hypeless.
Oh God, yes.
I'm surprised that wasn't yours. I'm
Oh,
surprised.
it was gonna come up sooner or later
Yes.
because Mike, I'll let you go first on this one.
No, I did all the talking about TNA. You go
Okay,
first with
all
your
right.
one good
All
thing, but don't you dare steal mine.
right. My one good thing
You're gonna steal mine, aren't you? You're gonna steal it.
is Mojo Rawley's so sad.
Ah, there we go.
He's so sad. It's like he's hurt and he's all crying and my hurt and so I'm gonna come back and stay hype because I'm hype and no you're not. You're Mojo Rawley.
Hey,
You're gonna
hey,
be
Rizz. Mojo doesn't get sad. He stays sad.
yeah he does. Because you know why? Because
Um.
he sucks at wrestling.
Oh, okay, I got you.
He
I
sucks at wrestling.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
Good.
Okay.
So what is your one good thing about NXT?
Oh
Let me
man,
steal you.
it's the Queens Boulevard Outlaws.
Oh God.
Yeah, I'm calling them that now. Um, Enzo and Big Cass.
Mm.
Jesus Christ! Like much like EC3, they had two segments back to back, and everything about the segment was for Enzo and Big Cass tonight was amazing. They were supposed to finish off their blood feud with Legionnaires, and Marcus Louis accidentally got his wig taken off by Sylvester Lafort, and Marcus Louis went total Frankenstein on his own partner and beat the holy shit out of him without the match ever starting, which is amazing. Like they're carrying off Sylvester Lafort, and Enzo and Big Cass like, well, I guess we can have another match.
And they make the match, which I like.
Yes.
They don't even care. They're like, let's bring out the one that has blue tights on.
Yeah. Hey, Bluey.
Blue tights.
Bluey.
Old blue tights.
Old blue tights. Oh, and by the way, when Marcus Louis was beating up Sylvester Lafort, props to the NXT crowd for chanting we, because A, P jokes are funny, 2, French jokes are funny. So, yes. So then, Old Blue Pants comes out, which is just a lovely looking woman in blue pants and a yellow and blue top.
And who did Renee Young cutely mention?
Renee Young accurately mentioned that the woman looked like Kitty Pryde, which is absolutely true. And then we brought out the debut of Carmella. Bada bing, hottest chick in the ring.
One dime.
One dime. They got one dime, Rizz. One dime.
I tweeted that to Big Cass and Carmella.
Uh-huh.
Carmella retweeted me.
Excellent.
So you can say it's serious now.
Excellent. But yeah, and Carmella squashed Old Blue Pants. And I love her submission move.
Oh yeah.
I love her submission move. I don't know what she's gonna call it, but I love her submission move. All right.
Okay.
So Rizz, what will be your one bad thing?
My one bad thing. I don't want to make it seem like it was really bad, but the main event kind of was meh. Like they've had better matches.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just gonna say. They've had Sami Zayn and Tyson Kidd have had much better matches, but I mean this was fine, you know.
Yeah, it was fine. That's the thing. It was fine. I'm perfectly fine with that match. It's just like you said, there were better matches.
Yeah, and you know what? I'll take a decent Tyson Kidd Sami Zayn match over anything else pretty much any day of the week.
Mm.
But my one bad thing. I don't know why do we need to start the show off with Baron Corbin?
Because he's the newest big fan favorite, I guess.
No, I'm sorry. If you're gonna do that, have his matches last longer than it would take me to take a sip of soda. That just bothered me. I'm like, what is the point of this? Why even
Were you
wait?
bothered by Ryback though?
Wait, what? Yeah. Well,
Were bothered by Ryback?
Ryback was different though because his matches were not that short, and then he started wrestling two people at once.
Yeah.
And plus, Baron Corbin is not as physically imposing looking as Ryback is.
Well, he's up there though. I mean, he's not a genetic. He's not big traps, but he's there. He's a big chest tattoo, but
he's not Matt Morgan. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, I'm still on the fence with Baron. And should we do our one thing we should change?
Yes. What would be one thing you'd change, Rizz?
You see, this is something I don't want to change anything. I know that's against the rules, but
No. You have to change something.
I have to change something.
You have to.
I have to.
Yep. Absolutely have to.
Alex Riley saying stupid shit.
Ha! Damn it! You took mine.
Like, out of everything else, I can't pick out one moment where I'm like, Alex Riley's right. And it just was one of those moments where it's like, okay, he's just talking nonsense. He is one of he out of everybody out there, including Byron Saxton, who's now the ring announcer,
Mm-hmm.
and even Albert, Jason Albert, who wasn't even on that show. It's just to the point where I can't stand Alex Riley. I never did stand Alex Riley. Even when he was with The Miz, I couldn't stand Alex Riley. He's horrible at his job. Or at his jobs. Before I go on my rant, Mad Mike, what is...
All right, now I have a question. I always get them confused. Which one in the Ascension is the Ya guy?
Connor.
That's what I thought. Okay, Connor, buddy, if you're going to say sayonara, and you're still going to do the Ya gimmick, you have to at least, make it pep a little bit, like sayonara. Like, you have to. That would be the one thing I would change, because otherwise, I actually kind of like the Ascension's promo.
It was okay.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're going to do annihilation, you should also do sayonara. Like, that's kind of how that works.
Mm.
Be consistent with your awful, 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 awful catchphrase. Be consistent.
I still don't like the Ascension, and I'm afraid of what's to come. Because
I think it's going to be okay.
Because remember those vignettes that we've been seeing on WWE TV.
Oh yeah. Oh no. I said it months ago. I said it when we had Takeover, and they lost the tag titles. I'm like, if they're coming up, I hope they're with Bray Wyatt, or they're with Lana, one or the other, because they need a mouthpiece. They need a mouthpiece.
They do, because that promo, even though they did improve, was still very much garbage.
It wasn't awful.
No, it was okay.
I gotta say, better promo than Roman Reigns. Sorry, controversial opinion. Controversial opinion, but that's my opinion.
Mm. And again, that's what makes this fun, Mad Mike.
Yes.
We have
But
we have opinions about wrestling that happens midweek. Uh, but honestly, I'm gonna take it that NXT wins, right?
um, eh, it's tough for me because
Because
the bad parts of Impact were really really bad, but the good parts of Impact were really really good. Um, you know what? I'm going to give the edge to Impact strictly because of an Impact 365 segment they did on YouTube that I saw through Danielle
so
Matheson's review.
we need a kick out from either one of them.
Well, no. It was a tie for me. It's about a tie,
Okay,
but
so
the kick out is the Impact 365 video of Rockstar Spud not being able to get into the Nashville studios.
I saw the Instagram of that
Oh,
photo, and I'm like,
oh,
oh, it's so sad. And then
Riz, you need to watch the video. It's on the Uproxx review of Impact by Danielle. Oh my God, it's so sad. It makes you feel all of the feels, all of them.
if
Even the ones you don't want to feel,
mm,
you still feel them.
if you want to feel how our feels, uh,
Whoa,
join
go
us.
on, go
Join
on.
us at live.sorgatronmedia.com around about 9 o'clock every Tuesday, where we feel a lot of feels when we feel like it. Uh, Also, the Indie Mayhem show, if you're interested in the independent scene, our good friend and I guess we can call him now a contributor to the NWA. Eamon
I've
Pat
been calling him NW Eamon. So
Yeah, NWA Man is doing big things, and you can hear him right after the Wrestling Mayhem show for the
hmm
Indie Mayhem show, which, uh, by the way, last the last episode featured one of the mainstays of IWC, Mr.
let's do all the nicknames. The Prime Minister perversion.
hmm
The Bukaki. Uh, oh, now I can't think
You
of the word.
messed that one up.
I did. Damn it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Suck My Muscles, Jimmy
The
DeMarco. Delicious Jimmy
delicious
DeMarco,
Jimmy DeMarco.
aka the minority shareholder of the IWC, uh, which has its 200th episode. Now Sorg made me do it. The 200th show coming up on Saturday, which looks to be great. Also, movies for Mad Mike and video games for this guy over here. Also, speaking of video games, next Saturday, not the Saturday coming up, but next Saturday,
Maybe you should give him the date.
26th. No, 25th. 25th and 26th. We are going to do, Insert Going to Begin will be doing their own 24-hour live stream for a third year in a row of Extra Life. And if you're, just go to Mayhem, just go to WrestlingMayhemShow.com or any other or insert coin to begin or anything like that. Go to that site, click on that link on the right hand side over there. There should be a link directly to our page. Go there, donate as much as you can. We are about halfway to our goal in 2 weeks. So let's get this going. Let's do our goal. We are doing it for St. Vincent's Hospital in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Oh, Riz, I know you're trying to wrap up, and I apologize. I apologize greatly to everyone listening. The guy Baron Corbin squashed.
Oh yeah,
We didn't even. That was the debut of Devin Devinson.
was it?
Our, yes, it was, and
Are
our
we
good
counting
buddy.
that? Are we counting the Ascension match?
I believe that was his. I believe that's his singles debut though.
Yeah, that's better.
For Shulo Devin Devinson.
Devin Evans.
Samson.
Devin. But yeah. Where was I?
Extra Life.
Extra Life. We are about halfway to our goal of 1,200. I believe our friend Kat has surpassed her goal. Congratulations to her. But yeah, it's going to be Kat, Julie, myself, Mr. Bobby F. J. Town, and Mr. Sorgatron, all in one hangout for 24 hours. We will hate each other at hour number 4. Anyways, donate as much as you can, or if you want. It goes to a good cause. And with that being said, for Mad Mike, say bye, Mad Mike.
Bye, Mad Mike.
And for me, I am the Rizz. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you next week on
The Midweek War. Why would Tyler Breeze have Natty's phone number? I don't get it.